This is Pattern Practice.
Hey, happy Tuesday, dude.
Happy Tuesday. Thanks for the earlier accommodation. I thought I could do things later in Texas, but she just woke up earlier, so I don't know. Thank you for the accommodation.
Oh, you mean in North Carolina? You mean later
Yes.
than Texas?
Yeah, well, see, I thought, oh, nice. I'll move to North Carolina and all my shit will be back in an hour. No, it's just more stressful. But she's waking up at 7 sometimes. That's been lovely.
That's earlier, right? I mean, that would make sense, right? Because you moved, like if it's 5 o'clock here, then it's 6 o'clock there. So if she's used to waking up at, oh no, you're right. It would be later. You'd assume that she'd wake up an hour later. Oh well.
Which
Kids.
she kind of does. So that's kind of nice. Also, something that's nice is my team is in a lot of them are in India. Like my manager lives in Asia.
Okay.
So living on the East Coast is the way to go for that. Because now my meetings don't start at 7:30; they start at 8:30. So that's nice. I don't
Very
have to
good.
wake up so
Very
early.
good.
I don't have to wake
Yeah.
up so
Yeah.
early. Man.
Yeah. It's interesting, like, because my company normal hours in New York are 10 to 6. They actually like to get started late and work late, I guess. So it translates to a normal 9 to 5 for me, which I kind of prefer. I used to be like I like to sleep in a lot or whatever, and 10 o'clock sounded ideal. But once I got into taking critter photos, it was like, oh, my sunset. Oh, no, I'm out of light, for
Yeah.
like half the year. So I like getting off at 5. What's up, man? Why did you say it doesn't matter if I'm ready to start recording?
I
Was that?
because I was cutting up the last episode and I'm like, man, this first like 10 minutes is garbage. And
Mm-hmm.
then me and Alex both went vertical on the phone, which Riverside is
Mm,
not smart enough to handle. It's going to be an awful episode. I hope no one watches.
I'm
Good
excited.
content. Good content. The audio is going to be an awesome one. I cut out all the back and forth banter where I was trying to access the internet. But I really do like the idea of clipping longs. Okay, these are raws. I don't even think I'm gonna upload these. These are raws. If you want these, you can join us on the Pattern Practice Plus.
Yeah, there you
Right?
go.
If you want the raws, you can even join us live on the Pattern Practice Plus. You
Oh,
know?
that's exciting. Yeah.
So that's where my attitude is. Oh, also, we have to be very careful to read our first ad later in the bid here.
I'm
'Cause
excited. Are you
I am
going
gonna
to
post
read
this.
it?
I am
Because I
gonna post
haven't.
this. I'm gonna post this one raw. I am gonna post this one raw because I'm not ready. Um, so a generous uh benefactor, no, not benefactor, a longtime listener, uh,
There you go.
uh and owner of Summerfield Consulting. I'm not ready. I'll look it up as I'm going in the background. It'll be fine. Um,
Yeah.
am I Lego bricking, by the way? Because I bought separate 1 gig. Am I bricking?
That's incredible. No, you look great.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's my same 2 routers, so it was always my internet. That's too bad.
Wow. Wow. I don't know. I say maybe we'll give it a little time, but that is interesting.
Yes. But
That's
in any case,
compelling.
yeah. So I do this one. I probably will cut up. We'll see. I'm probably just going to do the ad read, pop it in somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Um, matters a little bit,
Okay.
but I think I'm excited for the longs. I think that was always the plan. You know, like we're too all over the place. Like you can't be
Yeah,
unprepared and have a coherent single recording episode. That makes no sense. It makes no semantic sense. Who's coming
that's
along for
true.
that ride? That makes no
Yeah.
sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, the idea all along was just like record the raw stuff and then get rich on the gold that's in there. Uh, it wasn't like you said, you can't just show up unprepared and just start spitting gold. 100%. That's not how mining works. You know,
Yeah.
they don't go in there with the pitchforks and just start chipping gold off the walls.
Hey,
It's ore.
and we used to say this too, like, we were having the conversation anyway. Let's just record it because what you don't want to do is, damn, we should have recorded that. If you're going to
Yeah,
be
that's real
talking
sad.
around the gold, right? And so that's clear to me now. I'll get to chopping them. I think I got all of the extra development out of my system, and so I'd be getting into clip automation if I were to spend any more time on anything. That'll be fun. But yeah, so that's that evergreen topic. I see that we didn't talk about our audio. Let's skip right past that reference.
Nice. Yeah, no, it just worked
So
today.
so good for us. Good for the both of us.
Well done.
And you, dear listener.
Mhm.
Did you have anything specific you wanted to get into today?
You know, if we had nothing and you were really motivated to do it, I would say maybe we could set up like Git for my vibe coding experience. But
Yes.
you know, otherwise we can talk about anything you want to talk about because
No, that
man,
sounds
I've
like a
had a
blast.
day. Oh my
Let's.
god, that sounds okay.
Well, it sounds what? Does that sound fun to you? We don't have to do it right
Well, I
now.
mean, maybe I just it sounds like work. It sounds like I got to start thinking. I got to bring my thinking cap
You know,
here and get going. I assume I should log into GitHub first.
okay, so first of all, we are absolutely leaning into this right now. Share
Okay.
that screen or don't, and then go right into GitHub.
You know what's really funny? If I share my screen, everyone's going to see it in the recording, right?
If I don't clip it out, but
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, it's probably
maybe don't,
fine.
maybe don't,
Warn
maybe
me,
don't.
warn me if there's going to be. I don't know. I mean, what if somebody else wants to do what I'm doing right now? It'd probably make it a more valuable video
This
if we
is going to
screen
be
record.
fantastic. This is going to be one of our better longs.
Okay,
You're
let's
going to
do
love
it.
it.
Sorry, I'm way more excited than I sound. I promise. I'm actually really
You
excited
seem
about
like you're like, you know what I would hate, and then you brought up a topic, and now we're doing it.
this. So, okay, so you know what's funny? This is going to be a fun reference for probably nobody because I don't know if anybody knows about this, but my browser has, you know, I guess this link like cached or whatever. And so when I go to type in GitHub, this is what I see. How fun is this? Who is this guy? What the fuck is he doing with our eFlip?
E-flip,
You know? Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
that's a
apparently
classic in the
dead.
past.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that's oh fuck, that's sad. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, this random guy has github.com/eflip. I guess we released that at some point. Um, but you know, okay, I'll go home. So, what should I do?
Hit that plus button at the
First,
top.
like the new here.
That would work, or at the tippy top there is a plus.
Oh, this guy. Okay, create. Okay, so we want a
Repository.
new repo.
Yep.
Sweet.
What are you gonna make? What are you making?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even know. Um.
IDK is
God.
a great name. Vibes is a good name.
Oh yeah, vibes is good. We'll go with vibes, and then from there we'll do
Create.
other stuff. Okay. Create, and it's public. My God.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, do you want it to be private? You can make it private. You probably should make it private for now.
Well, I was gonna say, you know. Okay. Well, now what?
Well, do you want to make it private or do you want to make it public?
Yeah, I'll make it. Yeah, I'll make it private. Is there
Go to
settings
yeah,
here?
go to settings and let me scroll all the way down. I've never had to do this. I don't make this mistake. Visibility. The top right red one. Done. I understand.
Yeah, cool. I can always make it private later, right? Or
Do it.
public later, right? Make this. Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay. God, do I even? Fuck. Oh, great. Oh,
Do you
hey.
not have what are you doing? You have LastPass.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna stop the screen share for a second. I just want to make
How
sure
did
I
you
don't
even get in
show.
here?
Dude, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we're back. This is so fun. I hope people love watching you lead me through
Oh,
moderately technical
I'm
stuff.
gonna clip out all the delays. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm way more technical than it seems when you're helping me through GitHub stuff. I don't know why, but GitHub is like my kryptonite. Okay, so now what? Now
Okay,
what? We're
you're
gonna go.
private. Great, great.
We're,
Now go to idx.dev.
okay,
And there's probably a better way to do how I'm going to describe, but I'm not prepared to explain it. So go ahead and open up the
try.
Firebase Studio, which is what it's actually called.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Firebase.studio. Go ahead and click try.
Sworn there was a faster path here the last time I went, but that's
Is get
fine.
done something you wanted to work on? Is
Yeah,
that
it
your
was something I
project?
was. Well, that's the project that I got to a point where I was like, wow, look, I vibe coded something and it works. And then I tried to move something by like a couple pixels and broke the whole project. And since I wasn't using Git, there was no going back. It's gone. It's gone forever.
Okay, so start a fresh one.
I even begged it. I was like, please God, ignore everything I've said. The last 10,
Put it
just go
back.
back.
Put it back.
Just go back. And it was like, okay, boss, no problem. And it
Do
fucked it
not
up more.
redeem.
It was so bad. Okay, now what?
Did you get that in the first place? Do that again.
More of this. Okay.
Click your button for how you got there in the first place. Or no, import repo. Oh, it's
Uh,
private. That's going to be complicated. That's fine.
should I make it public? I can just make it public
No,
again
no, no.
if
It's
it's
going to
going to
be a
be
whole
okay.
separate annoying thing. Go to import repo. We're going to go to import repo.
I think I only get one workspace for free or something. I think that might
That
be
can't be
the issue.
true. There's a new workspace button.
Okay.
Click import repo and then dump your project in there.
Just
Yep,
the
yep,
link.
yep, yep.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Import,
Workspace 5.
not a
Not a
Flutter app.
Flutter app. Got
Well,
it.
maybe. I don't know. You're going to make it a Flutter app?
That would be for iOS, right?
I believe it is cross-platform mobile.
Oh, fun. Yeah, no, I'm not fucking with mobile yet, but that could be fun.
And then we're going to start off
That should
simple here. I listened back and I did actually tell you to go set up Cline on your local. Forget that. You just go to
Yeah.
this website and Gemini's just up and it'll be fine for you. And then
Yeah.
when you're ready to upgrade to the good stuff, you're going to have to click about 6 more buttons.
Oh my God. All right. Well,
I
we'll
know. I
cross
might
that
even just
bridge
do
when
that in
we
front of
need
you
to
right
burn
now
it.
because it's so much better. But yeah, so talk me through get done or talk me through, what are the vibes right now? What are the vibes telling you? Where are you what's your orientation right now?
Yeah. Well, a couple things that I was interested in. I mean, one was making a better Kanban system. Really like whole project management tool, of course. But
Classic.
Uh, yeah. I don't know if I want to go and be that cliche right out of the gate. There's also like a to-do list app, which is what Get Done was, and I just had some ideas at the time of things that I wanted it to do, but I realized that those things were actually probably going to make it really complicated. You know what I really want? What I really want, we'll just start there, is for the Google Tasks app, which exists, to be shareable between two people. That's all I want. I want to have a shared Google Tasks, call it project. You can even create separate Google Tasks, like call them projects or lanes or whatever. You can have like the my to-do list and the grocery list if you want. You cannot share them with people. So what I would love is for my wife and I, for starters, to be able to share a Google Tasks list, because Google Tasks I can drop on my calendar. It's fantastic.
We might be able to build that right now. You want to get into it? Click allow.
I don't know if I could handle that. Okay, let's do it. I guess I could just tell it build it, right? I could just vibe out like build the Google Tasks app, but make it shareable.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Okay, now what? Copy and continue to GitHub?
Yep.
Okay, what is this doing? Okay. Cool.
This is going to sign you in with a device activation, and then you click authorize. Ooh, organization access gold belly.
Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want to give it that. How do I undo that?
No, you click cancel. It'll probably be fine, but it's gross that you do both. Oh, I don't know what I want to do here now. Oh, just
Should I have made the thing public? Would that have made a difference here at
no,
this step? Okay.
no, because you gotta authorize anyway. The organization allows application access as described in the above permissions. Read all the repositories, and like, it's already on GitHub, but like, just hit cancel. I'm sure this is fine, but I hate excess permissions.
Yeah.
Let's just use Git. We don't need to push it to GitHub. It'll be saved on Google and good enough.
Okay.
So GitHub is a place to store your code. It's also on the place where you're writing the code. Now, if you had been writing your code and using Git on that platform, you could have reverted. Let's go mess with it anyway. hop back into Firebase Studio. We're setting up Git. So,
All right.
nope, it's private, and so you can't clone it. Just make it public.
Okay. All right. So it's fine that it's on GitHub. Okay, whatever. All right. So we're just going to go here. We're going to go to settings. We're going to make it. It's fine. Everybody can read my shitty vibe coded app.
You'd be so lucky if anyone gave a shit about anything you've ever done.
Seriously, I have a friend who hates the notion of vibe coding so much. I can't wait to share with her whatever bullshit it is I'm able to do.
Okay, great. Go through the whole process again, or hit personal access token would have been a great way to go about this. Now click yes down here. Stop sharing your screen, and then see if you can figure that out. And don't worry about burning time because it doesn't matter. I will flip it. It's going to be awesome.
Classic Firebase Studio. Okay, that's a note. Expiration 30 days, 90. Okay, we'll call it.
I don't know if you can limit which repository it has access to.
I see. Repo, public workflow. Okay, none of this looks super private, so I'm going to share for a second.
Okay. I just didn't want your private access token itself to be visible.
Let me make sure again. I don't see any token. Okay. This is what
probably
I see.
Fine.
I see there's a generate token button here.
Okay, so scroll all the way up. Tokens classic OAuth. GitHub strongly recommends repo, full control of all private repositories. Man, there is just no way. Look fine-grained at the top there. On the left. Oh, yeah. Click generate. Do you see a way to specify your repository?
See public repositories, all repositories, or only select repositories. Only select.
There you go.
Hey,
okay.
Cool.
So even if you get this figured out, I don't know that I'm going to try to connect your repository to GitHub in this call, because that's probably not worth it, and I should build my own tutorial rather than half discover it by puppeteering you.
I don't know. This is kind of fun. Okay.
If you're having fun.
It's asking me for a token name, so I just go with vibes. See, this is what's ridiculous, man. How come all this stuff is so complex to set up? All right, so.
And then before you click generate token, stop sharing your screen and copy it into a note that's not going to be visible in the screen share.
Hey, question. If I set it to 90 days, does that mean it's literally like I'm going to have to generate a new token in 90 days? Yeah, that sounds lame. The whole world can just have access to my app. I don't care. Forever. Whatever. Only
select. Go to repository permissions. Actions, workflow, code spaces, commit. God damn. Repository contents. Do repository contents. Yeah, contents. Open that one up. Read and write. Done.
That's it.
Stop sharing your screen. Click generate and save that file and save that value off screen.
Okay. I'll just put that quickly in the ball.
I'm gonna look up how to auth GitHub with Pat. Okay, so that's now your password. So if you have that saved in a note off to the side of the screen.
Yep.
We didn't need to do any of this necessarily, but it's going to be worth it in the end if you wanted to publish the thing. You do have to set it up with GitHub. It wasn't necessary to begin benefiting from version control in your local context.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't really know what the difference is between what we're doing and what we're about to do, but okay, so I'm done with that. And
I'm going to give this about 5 more minutes, and then we're going to abandon the GitHub integration.
No, it's cool. I am dumping the code into that thing that it was asking me for. Sign in failed. Motherfucker. Okay, username. Is that just my email?
Is this Firebase asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do your email, and then you do the token you just made.
It failed. Oh, my fuck.
Yeah, Firebase is like, hey, by default, would you like me to have access to everything you've ever written? Okay, good.
I don't know what I just did.
I don't want to do this anymore. open up Firebase and we can deal with GitHub later. You can have ChatGPT walk you through it. Anyway, go ahead and close that out. So now you have access to Gemini. Gemini can do all sorts of stuff, but I kind of don't like Gemini. I prefer Cline. We're actually going to set you up with Cline. Close Gemini.
Wait, hold on, but aren't we going to do Git at some point? The main problem we're trying to solve here is that if I build something awesome, I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, click the little branch icon 2 down from the Explorer icon on the far left, and then click Initialize. Done. Okay, so you've got Git set up. So what this has done is initialized a Git repository with no commits in your hosted workspace in Firebase. So what you do first is you hit you mouse over changes and you hit the plus. So now if you open, for example, the settings.json, mouse over that file, and click the little yeah, you can see the difference there, but also if you click the little file with the arrow, with the loopy arrow next to the minus, this actually opens the file, and if you make any changes to it, like hit the enter key, the file auto-saves when you're done typing, and now you can see at the bottom, the change that was made is now separate from the changes you've staged. And if you mouse over the settings.json file under changes, and you hit the little arrow next to the plus, there is a discard changes button. Go ahead and click that. And if you had staged your changes prior to making your small change, it would have given you a horrible diff under changes. You could have just clicked discard and then try it again.
So let's practice just real quick. I want to practice like just the workflow real fast. Like I show up, I want to code some shit. I want to save that and fuck off. I want to come back, code some more shit, save it and fuck off. Oh no, okay. I made a mistake. I want to delete it.
Show me what you were doing in the beginning. You know the fucking around part sounds like you've got under control. So go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Okay. Maybe close these 2 files and start talking to Gemini.
What kind of app even is this right now? Is it anything? What is this? What's a dev.nix?
Those are default settings for your Firebase environment, and the settings.json as well are Firebase configurations.
Okay, so see, this feels like super complex to do right now because I'd have to hook it up to a bunch of shit outside of this environment. That's why I was like, I don't even know what I'm capable of doing in this environment. Like, I built like a little standalone web app, and that sounded like it was working or whatever, but I wasn't able to.
Well, let's build
really
a standalone web app just to get
let's do something simple,
just to get some Git foo going. But also, this system is like a hosted server where you can absolutely connect to all sorts of shit.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's just see what it does here. Okay, and now do I have to click the button every single time it does something? Because I was noticing
if you insist on using Gemini and don't want to use the sweet Cline extension instead.
That's funny. Okay. Hey, is this Control Enter that I can do
looks like
there?
you have
look at that.
A keyboard shortcut. Good. See, with Cline, I set auto approve, and I just have it just make its fucking.
That's vibing. That's real vibing.
I have it make its changes, and then I inspect the diff to see if I'm going to discard it or not.
Is there augment?
What are you working on?
Well, I was just going to see if I could set auto approve for Gemini somehow, but
I don't know.
I don't see an option here. I don't know. I clicked on a set. I don't even know how I would do that, but okay. Sure. Okay. We'll just do whatever you say.
And you see them populating under changes.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have.
What's the A versus U? Oh, A added. Okay. Untracked. Got it. Okay. Cool. Answered my question.
There you go.
Okay.
Good intuition to check the tooltip.
All right, so now I have.
Yeah, close that diff out. Okay. So good. Okay, so now you have.
Yes, I have an app.
Well, now you have an index. I don't know how you're supposed to view it. I don't know if you were viewing it prior or if you can, from your file explorer mode, I wonder if you can right-click the index.html and view in the web viewer. Well, in here, click right-click the index and see if you've got some. Killing me. Go to the Explorer view.
What is Explorer view? This?
You're in the source control view, and on the very left, if you click that top one, you'll see it says Explorer. So right-click that. Let's see if that has some option to...
It's allow? I don't know what the fuck. Okay.
Is there any way to view?
I can view the file.
How were you building this in the first place?
Dude, I don't even remember. I don't know. I opened this. It seemed way simpler the first time around. I don't know what is going on this time.
Oh, no. Oh, this is not...
The last time I swear it popped up like Gemini and like a window that showed exactly what was going on.
Maybe click the Firebase icon on the bottom left there.
I got an idea.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. Dude, that's exactly how you do it. That's hilarious. It's using Python to serve the file, and it's never going to stop because it's now a server you're running in the background. Go ahead and click detach.
I was wondering why that happened before. Okay, what does that mean?
Okay, and now you should be able to go to localhost. Click the Firebase icon. It's the last item on your left bar, and you might have backend ports at the bottom.
I didn't have to do any of this. Well, that's one way. It was doing it like right here in the thing, but
I'm sure there is a way to open the side editor.
Yeah. Well, we can just flip over to it. Whatever. It's probably better anyway.
So there you go. Good job.
Okay. Oh, of course, keyboard input doesn't work. That's fine. Oh, hey, look, I can add task. Nothing happens. That's cool. This
All right,
is
so
exactly my vibe coding experience. Cool.
So the vibes are off.
Yeah.
We'll tell it to fix it.
Yep.
Ever feel like you're just answering questions all day instead of actually building? If your engineering team grows fast, Summerfield Consulting helps you level up so you can be the captain, not the pilot. Summerfield Consulting, from pilot to captain.
Boom. That guy's the father of Summerfieldian infinite voting, too. So pretty famous guy.
And like I can...
I definitely got in the habit of just bitching and saying fix it. Like I would like kind of know what was going on, but I just bitch anyway and tell it to fix it. Vibe coding, very fun experience here. Okay, cool. Thanks for...
I'm sorry, but I can't help you with this.
You better help. Fix it, please. You are absolutely right. My apologies. I will fix this now. Yeah, that's more like it.
Well, here, refresh your browser. Let's see if is it fixed?
Okay.
I
still
think
nothing.
that you hit some kind of enter key outside of the box that messed with the files.
Oh, like over here under scripts.
Yeah, I don't like using Gemini for this. The Cline is your tool, bud. I'm telling you.
All right, what do we do?
All right, go to the extensions just above the Firebase icon and look for Cline. Install Cline. All right, done.
Okay.
Pop him open. He's a new icon. Close all that. All right. Now here, use your own key. Select Open Router. Select Google. So OpenAI provider, select Google Gemini, and then click the you can get an API key for free here, but stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
Yeah, stop sharing your screen and then or pop it out, which you successfully did, and then you should be able to click and grab a key.
Yeah. Okay, API quick start guide. Okay, this key looks like it's like curl + create API key.
They've made it real easy. You just go there, you just click until you get a key in your clipboard, and then you pop it into this box.
Get API key is not an API key. I'm so annoyed. Hold on. All right, look.
Create API key.
Okay. All right. So we'll create the API key. Search Google Cloud or create a IP. Okay, new project. Okay. Click. Copy. Nice. Okay, cool. And what? That's attached to my Google account? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, close your eyes.
Yeah, send it, hit save. Although I think it also blurs it out because it's a
Yeah,
password.
it does. Okay,
Good instinct though. Good instinct though. We would have had to cancel the whole recording.
That's fun.
Go
You
ahead
use
and hit
custom base
let's.
URL or not?
Nope. You click let's go and you wait a sec because it takes a sec and does not indicate that you've successfully clicked the button. You're gonna love this. At the bottom, before we start anything, you see where it says auto approve none?
Yeah.
Click none. Click auto approve at the top. Like check that box.
Got it.
You're killing me. You're killing me. You've never used a computer in your life.
I swear to God, I clicked the look. I clicked the checkbox.
Okay, click read project files then, and then click edit, and then click auto approve. And I'm sorry for being rude. Nope. No, you got to click the box.
Motherfucker. Right. Why would it do that? Okay.
I don't know. And then you click the down arrow to get rid of that.
How's the general public supposed to start vibe coding?
No, you don't. Okay, and then at the very bottom, you have your model selected. Can you click the model there? Gemini something 2.0 at the very bottom there, at the bippity bottom next to plan.
Yeah. Okay.
And okay, Flash, because Flash is the free one. Okay. Here we go.
This one, Flash 001.
Flash 001, and you get 25 pros a day. Okay, you don't use those until you're sick of Flash, and then every day you can be like, can you go fix this? And it does. Okay.
Oh, you go to pro and you're like, fucking. Yeah.
Okay.
You basically go talk to his manager.
Okay.
And you tell him to fix the shit.
Now in the task thing here, tell it what you want.
Right here?
Tell it to read all the files and make the task thing work or whatever.
Files and make.
This is the good stuff. This will be satisfying. Hit stop. Hit stop.
Reject? Stop.
Yeah. Why is it costing you money? Hit stop. Hit cancel. This is supposed to be free. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, you've spent a millionth of a penny.
That's crazy. Where's that going to be charged to?
I don't know.
That's funny. Okay. Delete? Okay.
Free up to 15 requests per minute. After that, billing depends on prompt size. So it is free. It's just showing you how much it would cost you. That might have been free. I don't know anymore, and I'm not sure. But also, it was 100th of a penny. I think you should go ahead and run the query one more time. Do it. And I'm going to inspect why it tells you a dollar amount next to a free service. Oh, look, it fixed it. It put your script tag in there so it works now. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, this is the good stuff.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Here you go. We're almost up to a penny. Okay, now go ahead and click run command. Click reject. And we'll just refresh your page because it's hosted in a different context.
This whole thing?
No, your to-do list tab to the right in your browser.
Oh, over here.
It should work now.
Ooh, hey, it looks prettier.
click add task.
Motherfucker.
Oh, Christ.
I'm never gonna get that penny back.
No, you're not. You're not. I
got an idea. Let's start from scratch. Let's let Cline build its own app.
If you really, yeah, go to your Git, and we're gonna completely reset this entire project.
Yeah, let's
unstage. Go to your changes. See your changes drop down. Click that. Click that discard everything button. You see your staged changes? Go ahead and unstage those and then discard them.
Unstage. Okay. What does staging them mean?
Staging them is you can pick a subset of the total changes you've made for commit into your history. And so once you're satisfied with a state you have achieved, actually go ahead and go ahead rather for the changes, just hit plus and then commit these. Just say init or initialize or first files or basic setup or whatever, and then commit it. Yep, commit. Done. Okay, we're clean. Tell Cline to go for it.
So now there's nothing to.
You have nothing.
So I would only stage before I commit, because staging is telling it what to commit, is what you're saying. Okay.
Correct. You're loading the plane up.
Okay, and so after I make a bunch of changes and it lists all those changes, I would want to stage again before I commit. Otherwise, those changes aren't going to be committed.
Correct. And the way that I use this is you tell it to make some change, like go in here, open a fresh task, like hit the plus button at the tippy top there, and then go ahead and ask it for some outcome you'd like.
Okay, cool.
And it's probably going to use React. No, it's going to use HTML here. Okay. See, it made your index.html.
CSS.
Yeah, there's your CSS.
So this is X'd out because it's deleted, right? So, okay.
Yeah.
JS. Okay. Boom. Okay, now what? Run command? What is run command?
Well, so run command, it wants to run open because it's assuming you're on like a desktop or whatever. At this point, your files are saved. If you're still running the Python server, you should just be able to hit refresh.
Hey, that's cool. Hey! All right, well, add button works. Cool. Okay, so we're going to come back here. So I don't need to run command or reject.
No, just start making demands. Just start making demands.
Okay, enable me to hit enter instead of just clicking the apply. Was it fucking apply? Is that what it said? Oh, add. Yeah. And so I just kick back and wait until it says run again or something. That's how I know it's done. Like, how do I know it's done?
It'll be done when it says task completed, which it's done here.
Okay, cool.
So go ahead and refresh your your tab.
Where does it say task completed though?
At the bottom in green.
CV. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Boom, refresh. Cool. Okay, and then of course, yay. Okay, now,
connected to Google Tasks.
Watch this. Okay, every time. So it's like every time I refresh, I lose.
Hold on. Before you do this, okay, because we're happy with it now. Let's run to Git and make sure we put let's get everybody safe on the plane, okay, before we keep messing up the airport, okay?
Okay,
so we're about to mess the airport up.
Let me try. Now you yell if I'm doing anything wrong. You yell if I'm doing anything wrong.
Yeah, go do it slowly.
Okay, I'll say what I'm about to do.
Think out loud what you're doing as you do it.
Yeah. I'm about to stage all changes.
That sounds right. Yeah? Yep, get them safely aboard. Okay, now everybody's safe. You could tell Cline, delete my effing project, and all it would do is, in fact, delete them on the file system, but Git has a record of the changes you have staged. So you're safe right now, no matter what happens.
I don't even have to commit in order to be safe?
You don't have to commit in order to be safe from Cline ruining your app.
Okay.
But you have to commit if you want to have any kind of incremental history. So you could, for example, if you wanted to, commit.
Oh, because I can start vibing more changes, and as long as I don't stage those changes, my staged portion is safe. So it's kind of like a one-step, everybody's safe on the plane. Okay.
You have frozen that state, and then you can make all these changes, and then you can stage those as well. So feel free to either commit, or what I think would be fun is if you went ahead and asked the question you were about to, because it sounds like you weren't quite satisfied.
Well, I was just going to be like, I just want to test here. So V1 of the app is live now. Are you commit? Boom. Okay, we're done. That's cool. And now I can go fuck around some more, right?
That is exactly correct. Okay. Yes. I don't need to complicate it by suggesting that you stage and unstage and mess with it while you stage.
I see what you're saying though. Now it's like it would be silly to commit every little fucking thing or whatever. So I can like stage as I'm happy, and then when I'm like, this is like an actual. I want to cut this as like I want to be able to revert back to this state a week from now if I'm like I've vibed for a week and I'm fucking super unhappy with where this has gone. I want to go back to when things were cool.
Yeah.
And
All right.
start
Well,
again.
what's the next change? What's the next change?
All right. Now every time I refresh the page, my to-do list is gone. What the heck? It's way more fun to vibe code like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't tell it what you
Fix it.
need. Just complain. Just complain.
Right.
If you just hand it outcomes, that's the way to go.
Yeah. Man, dude, we could have a whole show just Mike vibe codes with Coach Joe.
Dude, vibing with Mike is absolutely a show.
Yeah. Because I'm a total idiot, but I like to me that's the audience. Like that's who you want to please. I want everyone to be able to vibe code. Okay, testing. Yes. Okay.
I told you,
test.
Cline is awesome.
Cline's way better, dude. It took Gemini forever to figure this out, and then it finally worked. And then I tried to change. I was like, "This works," and I tried to change the look of it, and it fucking broke.
Why they're bothering to build their own utility when they should just lean into taking over Cline? I don't know. They should just fork Cline and call it Clyde and call it a day.
Okay. Now, God, how
well, before you make a big change, let's go ahead and stage that success. Whenever you go, hell yeah, you stage it. Okay.
Right. Okay. Staged. Okay.
And this time we won't commit because we're
because we're good. Yeah, it's not a whole new cut. I just want to make sure we're safe.
Now make a change that you'll hate. Turn the background fuchsia.
Make the background the ugliest color possible. Let's see what it comes up with. What does it think is an ugly color?
It's still cooking. Let it cook. Okay. Let's go check it out. Let's see what it thought.
Oh, come on, atrocious. That's not that bad of a color.
That's atrocious. That's atrocious. Good job, Cline. Okay.
Well done. Okay.
Well, but so, you know what? You didn't like that, and instead of trying to fix it, mouse over the changes and either discard the individual, or you could at the changes level discard all of it.
All changes. Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you return, you'll notice you're back at your staged safe space.
Oh, this is so good. This was a valuable hour. I'll tell you what. I'm vibing.
I think it. I don't
know about all that other crazy shit we set up. I'm gonna have to delete some of that because I don't like leaving we basically generated in a way just the process we generated slop. Like I've got slop in my GitHub now. I've just made a mess, but now I'm vibing. This is vibing true to form. How horribly wrong do you think it's going to go if I ask it to allow me to connect it to my Google account?
Just do it.
Okay.
I guess if we're making predictions, I think it's going to do a pretty good job.
My Google tasks. You think I should?
If you actually want it to succeed, you might click the plan button down at the bottom before you click act.
Oh, so what'll that do? Like do the thing and then tell me what it's gonna do?
The plan gives it a sec to actually breathe and think through what it's gonna do, and then you hit the act button and it fulfills it. And plan is good for multi-turn, know this, know that, know this, know that. You nailed it, go ahead, bud, and then you click act. And if we're going this far, you should also instruct it to make a design document in the repository to keep track of the fact of your design preferences. Cline has a whole thing called a memory bank I'm not going to deal with right now with you, but so on the click plan and then send it. I also used this with the more expensive 2.5. Okay, and so it's tearing through. I don't know if you want to skim some of that.
Authentication. How do you want to handle authentication with Google Tasks? Should I implement a full OAuth 2.0 flow, or should I provide instructions for you to create API keys and paste them in the app? Sharing. Do you want me to automate the sharing process, or are you comfortable with manually sharing the task list with your wife's Google account? Let's see. What's OAuth? Like for what would be? Can I just like a button?
Well, so one, you can ask such a question, and two, OAuth is an authentication flow where you register this application as a trusted source in the target. But if you describe the outcome and the experience you're looking for, it might be able to fulfill it.
Yeah. Okay.
And
And
honestly, as a product manager, if you can get good at asking for questions and using Git to stage them and interrogate it to be like, is this secure? Explain why it's secure.
whatever. Give me specific requirements for design and
I
then
love
Google
it.
Task List. Do you want to use an existing Google Task List or should I create a new one for you? Create a new one for safety.
For safety. Oh, oh, create a new one for safety.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I like how we're not even reading its plan. Go ahead and click act
Yeah.
because it tells you at the very bottom. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This might cost a nickel. Oh, dude, APIs on its JS platform. Okay.
I wonder how I'm going to
This
get this bill. Like,
this
I
might
don't know.
actually just up and deliver it to you. We'll see.
My wife's going to be like, what's the 6 cent charge from Google?
And then you're just gonna link her to your hosted GitHub app. Oh yeah, it's doing the full Google sign-in client ID. I'm not walking you through Google OAuth in the next 10 minutes, but
Yeah,
this
yeah,
would
We'll have
this
to come
would
back.
work. Go ahead and see how the go ahead and see how it looks.
Oh my God, I got a Google sign in.
Click
What does
it.
this do? You said don't click it?
Do click it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to sign in. Continue. Error. Okay. Oh, well, you can't see this, but I got a pop-up that says access blocked, authorization error. The OAuth client was not found. So is that the thing you said you're not going to walk me through? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
which I'm
That's
happy to or whatever. And you might even want to say in the vibes uh repo, let's go see if it made a design doc.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No.
Stage the changes and then tell it to document the code. Like generate a markdown design doc.
You're saying
Complete
tell
with
Cline to do that?
tell Cline to create a design document in Markdown that includes an explanation of how to set up the client ID thing. See, and then this will give you a tutorial for how to do it. And then if you, while having focused the design MD, actually click in there, you might already be focused in there, just click it. You should be able to do Control Shift V in the design.md file, and it will pop open in a rendered, pretty page for you to read. There you go. So follow those instructions here.
So it tells me like how to set up. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't need to tell you.
Man.
You can just ask for a design document. Now, this is actually a lesson. This isn't just a garbage code generator. You can ask it for design documents. You can have it read its own design documents and then go update the document when it's done making a change. You can have it manage its, how cool is that?
Oh man, this is way better than my first vibe coding experience. So, all right, that's a good stopping point. And the to-do list app, that's like one thing I want to do. Another thing I want to do is like make an app that can take in a call it a folder of files, or a list of files, a number of image files, and pick the sharpest one. That would be cool. That would be.
You could probably connect it to Google Drive and have it start parsing those that way.
Yeah, there's different things. Whatever. I have some ideas I could play around with and see how far I can get with it. I am a little concerned about the cost. I don't know. Not that is a bad cost. I guess what I'm concerned about is that I'll forget that I'm costing myself money and then all of a sudden realize, oh my God, what have I done?
It's got the dollar amount every time in purple. I feel like you got to be able to read a little bit.
Yeah, that's
also,
fair.
I'm going to inspect.
Well, I didn't say it was unacceptable. I just said,
Well,
it was a concern that I have in mind.
I'm going to inspect if I have configured or if there is a way to configure like, oh, yeah, my budget for this key is $0.
Huh.
Or like
That's
my
funny.
budget for this key is $1. And then when you run out of quota, it just goes,
Right.
You're done.
Sorry, boss. Yeah.
So I'll go verify that. But that was hopefully that was a satisfying back and
Dude, that
forth.
was a blast. Thank you. I'm glad. I hope that was a good use of our hour for you.
Sure.
I hope that somebody watches that and is like, holy shit, I too am an idiot. And I never knew that vibe coding was so accessible. And then they skipped the first 15 minutes or whatever, first 10 minutes where I was trying to set up GitHub. It was honestly I think for your first vibe coding experience, you should just do what we ended up doing. Like you should just go use Git that's like built into Firebase or whatever and just rock that way. And then once you're building something of value, I assume you can like upload it to GitHub. Like you can then create a repo in GitHub probably from the app rather than creating the repo and then like piping it into Firebase and building in it from there. I assume you can build a thing and then generate a repo for your project from Firebase later. You know, we could just do that later.
I mean, if you did that sign in, you could give it total control. You could just be like, do this to my GitHub, and maybe make a separate GitHub for your Vibe experience called Vibe.
I am late for a thing, but I do have one last question for you, if you can answer it quickly. Which is, let's say I got, just for example, using this app. Let's say I got the to-do list app where I liked it. Is it hosted in Firebase right now? Like, what if I wanted it to actually be a persistent real app? Do I need to go find a host for it somewhere or something?
You have a couple options. I'm sure Firebase has some kind of hosting solution, which I should learn about. You could also compile it into a Docker image. You could deploy it into Vercel. What I would do is just use the GitHub Pages function. That's where Clean Coffee is hosted. It's a React app that's compiled into just HTML JavaScript, and it's hosted on GitHub. GitHub.io/bioshazard/coffee.
What are the limitations of that? Like,
as long as you don't have a backend server, you can put whatever you want on there. It's just HTML. And so what you've created is a browser-only client that can authenticate you to Google, and then that in-browser application can connect to all sorts of stuff.
Oh, that's fun. So I can just host that shit for free?
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay, we'll talk more about that in the future. That's awesome, dude. Thank you.
Alrighty. Yeah, go ahead and leave because I forgot to read Eric's blurb that I'll cut and move around.
All right, I'm out.
All right. Yep, later.
Peace.